Why do we always see the same side of the moon? If you never understood any explanation or simply didn't know this fact, let me help you in 1 minute. So, let's look at Earth. We all know it is rotating on its axis at around 1,600 kilometers per hour, and it takes 24 hours to complete one full rotation.
Actually, it takes 23 hours, 58 minutes, and 4.3 seconds for Earth to complete a full rotation in its own axis.
Yeah, blah blah, we know. That's not as important here. And of course, the Earth is also orbiting around the Sun. And then we have the Moon. Although, to make things easier, let's imagine the Moon way closer to Earth. Because if things were up to scale, it would look a little something like this, which is not very helpful when trying to explain. Now, like Earth, the Moon is also doing two things at once. It is spinning on its own axis and it is orbiting around Earth. The key is that the Moon takes the same amount of time to complete one full rotation as it takes to go around the Earth once. That means that every time the Moon moves a little bit in its orbit, it also turns a little on itself. So, from our point of view in Earth, the same side keeps facing us the entire time. And well, what if that hypothesis is wrong and actually the Moon doesn't rotate at all? If the Moon didn't rotate at all, over one orbit we would eventually see all of its sides, as you can see by my example right here. And if it rotated faster, we would see different faces all the time. But because the two motions are perfectly matched, we only ever see one hemisphere. And we call this phenomenon tidal locking. And if you have the curiosity of if we've ever seen that dark side of the Moon or hidden side of the Moon, we have in fact taken pictures of it before, and as of now, or a few days ago, the astronauts on the Orion spacecraft have seen it with their own eyes and taken pictures of it.